Hello everyone, my name is Christina and in this video I'm going to be going through a very quick explanation of the process of getting into medical school in the UK. I'm going to start off with GCSEs. So your GCSEs will need to be very good. You can get into medical school with average to below average GCSEs. Just know that your options will be slightly limited compared to other people's. That's not to say that you need straight A's, you definitely don't. I don't have straight A's, a lot of people don't who've gotten into medical school, but you will need to have a good set of GCSEs. Extracurriculars, this is essentially anything outside of your academics, so things like hobbies, instruments, sports, trips, events, conferences, just anything you've done to learn about medicine, you will need to have quite a few of these. So the most popular ones are sports or instruments. Medical schools want people who are well-rounded. This means that not only are you really clever, but you can also take part in a sport regularly or you play an instrument. They want to know that you can have, they want to know that you have a range of skills and a range of qualities, not just that you're intelligent. They also want to know that you can maintain a work-life balance. This is very important for medical students and doctors. It's a very intense lifestyle studying medicine and working as a doctor. So they want to know that you're able to manage things outside of your academics and get really good grades as well. Having a range of extracurricular activities is probably the best way to make your application stand out. Everyone, if not almost everyone, is going to be really clever and have a good set of GCSEs, A-levels. Moving on to work experience and volunteering. You will need to have some form of work experience or volunteering. This is just to show your commitment to medicine, and it shows that you've learned about what the profession is actually like as well. It can be quite difficult to get work experience, but to help you guys out, I've made a whole entire video on how to get work experience and how to apply, what to say on the phone, what to put in an email. So the next thing is personal statement. So this is essentially where you write a side of A4 at the start of year 13 and you talk about why you want to study medicine and what makes you a good candidate. So in this personal statement you'll be talking about all the different things that you've done to learn about medicine, so your work experience, volunteering, trips that you've been on, anything like that. And it's essentially a chance to sell yourself before you have an interview. So the personal statement is so important because before they get to actually meet you, the personal statement is the first thing they get to see that really just shows your personality and shows what you're truly like. If you've made it this far, I'd just like to quickly introduce myself. My name is Christina and on this channel I talk about medicine, lifestyle, productivity and self-improvement. So if that sounds good to you, I'd love it if you could like or comment on this video or maybe even subscribe. Entrance exams. So there are two main entrance exams in the UK. If you're an undergraduate, those are the UCAT and the BMAT. The UCAT is a lot more popular, a lot more people do it, and it's essentially an IQ test. I don't want to go into too much detail because, there are 5 different sections. They're a bit complicated, so I'll leave a link in the description box below to the UCAT website where you can get a bit more information. And then there's the BMAT. So a lot less universities use this exam, and it has 4 different sections, and it's a bit more academic based. The UCAT is a lot more IQ based, so different people prefer different ones. A lot of people just do one and they usually do the UCAT, but some people do both. Some people also only do the BMAT, but that's quite rare. The UCAT happens a lot earlier than the BMAT, so if you don't get a good score and you want to broaden your options, you want to open up some doors to other universities that you can apply to, some people then choose to do the BMAT to boost their chances and apply to other options. So once you've done your GCSEs, you've got a good personal statement, you've done a bunch of extracurricular activities, you've got your work experience, you'll then need to do an interview. So if they really like your application, they'll invite you for an interview, and this is essentially as it sounds. They'll ask you a bunch of questions about why you want to be a doctor, what makes you a good candidate, or they might ask you about medically related things in the news. You'll need to do a lot of prep for this interview. Nerves definitely get in the way. If you're very nervous, you'll probably mess up a lot of your answers and it'll probably just take over the whole interview. That definitely happened to me on my first one. There's such a range of things that they can ask you, so there's definitely a lot of prep involved in the interview process. So once you've done your interview, you've got an offer, that's amazing, congratulations. All that's left now is that you need to achieve your grades. So most people will need to achieve 3 A's, AAA. But sometimes this is higher, for example, Exeter, Oxford and Cambridge, but also sometimes it's lower, so you might only have to get AAB or ABB. This usually happens with people from disadvantaged backgrounds, so they'll lower your requirements so it's slightly easier for you to get into medical school. So if you're from a disadvantaged background, for example, you've got a low income, you're the first in your family to go to university, you live in a deprived area, you have a single parent, anything like that, it's definitely worth having a look at the different widening participation schemes. Almost every single university has one, and it basically means that they're going to lower the requirements for you to get in, so it's slightly easier for you to get into medical school. So it's such a great opportunity to look into if you meet any of those criteria. I actually have a whole blog post dedicated to things like this, so definitely have a look in the description box below. I'll leave a link to my blog post on this. The blog post talks about all the different summer schools in the UK at the moment, and most of them are dedicated to people from disadvantaged backgrounds, as I mentioned before, so definitely check that out if you're interested. So yeah, if you did your A-levels and you got your offer, then hey, congratulations, you got into medical school. I'm so happy for you. If you did not, however, then the world isn't over. There's still ways to get in. So some universities might still accept you if you don't get the grades. However, there are also options through clearing. I'll leave links in the description box below for where you can get more information on that. Alternatively, you can reapply and do another year. So most people spend this year studying for their exams again and perfecting their grades. But some people have already got the grades that they need. They've already got 3 A's or above, but they still didn't get in. And some people spend this year just working or doing more work experience, more volunteering. So there are so many options, but definitely I'll leave links in the description box below for where you can get more information on all of this. So I just wanted to summarise all the different bits of the application to medical school in this video. If you want more medicine related videos, I've got a whole entire playlist dedicated to getting into medical school. Let me know in the comments what type of videos you guys would like to see from me, and that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!